Alright, welcome everybody to the broadcast. This is the Flyby Truck Series Clash at Daytona. I am here joined with my new broadcast partner, Dylan Hervatin. Say hi, Dylan.
How's it going, everybody?
Alright, man, so we got about 2 minutes left here in practice before we start qualifying. So, let me just change a few things up here. I'm looking forward to it. This is kind of the first official broadcast for the High Speed Racing Network, so I'm looking forward to it. Only 25 laps, so it's going to be a pretty short race, but I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I think that this is the big thing that kicks off, the whole brand new season 2 for the Flyby League. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great night. I'm just curious, what do you expect out of the racing tonight here at Daytona?
I don't know, man. It's really, just about anything can happen here. You really, I think we're going to see maybe a little bit of single file racing towards the beginning, but I mean, at the same time, it's only 25 laps, like I said, so you never know. They could be going 2-3 wide the entire race.
Oh yeah, that's for sure, and especially you've got a lot of guys that might be faster that could possibly be starting in the back. These guys are going to have 4 qualifying laps, and some of these fast guys may not necessarily be at the front. It takes a different type of skill to qualify at these super speedway tracks, and
Right.
so with that being said, when you qualify at the back, when do you think it's good for those guys in the back to start really starting to push their way to the front, try to get up there and put themselves in position to win?
Well, personally, I would say I'd kind of hang around at the back until about 10 to go, because I'd say, it can take a minute, depending on what the situation is. It can take a minute to get to the front, so, I'd probably wait until about maybe 10 to go, but who knows, it's a short race, so you might just want to be going for it right off the bat.
Yeah, you see what happened is earlier we actually got in these trucks and ran a couple laps around here, and what I can say for sure is these trucks do not have the drafting ability that the Cup cars have. So you really have to time your runs. You can't, you have to build a run up. You're not just gonna come in here and drive to the front like you would in a Cup car. It's not gonna happen like that.
That's very true. As you can see, we're just now coming to the end of practice, and we will start qualifying. Let me switch this quick. There we go. There we go. Alrighty, so let's see who's the first one out. Let's see if I can find anybody. Here we go. Michael Butler in the number 20 machine, heading out for his first of 4 laps, I believe. Get 4
Yep.
laps to
So these
qualify.
guys are gonna have 4 laps, and we were talking about this earlier. I was just running a couple laps myself, trying to get paired for Cup qualifying here. And what I can say is it's definitely a good idea for these guys to start out by running the top a couple laps, and then really trying to work that bottom and get as close to that double yellow line as they can, in order to set down the fastest lap time. That's what's going to be key here at Daytona when you put yourself in a qualifying position. Like I said, the best thing is get as close as you can to the wall coming off the last corners, and up to have some great speed starting up that first timed lap.
Yeah, for sure. As we can see, Keelan Belsha coming through the tri-oval to begin his first lap. Michael Butler is entering turn number 1. We can see. Let's
So
look at.
so right now for this for Michael Butler, this is a warm up lap. He's using this lap as a
Right.
way to build up some speed, because you're not really going to have the speed the first lap that you take around here. It takes these trucks about a lap and a half to really get warmed up and get some speed built into them. But the second lap here is really what's going to count for them.
Right. Usually what I do is I'll run. Well, normally qualifying is 2 laps, but so usually what I do is I'll run the very top lane on the first lap and then arc it down to the inside for the second lap, so I can get a little bit more speed on my second lap. As you can see, Michael Heath in the number 60 Toyota takes the top of the board so far. With
Yep, and you're going to
Connor.
continue to see this board shuffle around a bit as these
Right.
guys are, you got some guys that are going out at different times than other guys, and you probably really won't have a good idea with till about a minute left in this qualifying session, to 30 seconds left to really see who's going to be starting near the top of the board.
Right. You can see Nicholas Hinton in the number 69 machine, currently third on track. Let's look at the defending champion of the Cup Series. Oh no, sorry. Wow. I feel bad. I went to Aiden Kirk earlier after I said that. Aaron Tribble, the defending champion of the Cup Series right now. Currently, where's he at on the board right now?
He actually has not posted a lap time yet.
Oh,
He's
yes. Okay.
coming around for his warm-up lap here. So, we'll see. As Michael Heath still sitting at top of the board, and it's very close to second place.
Yeah, looks like less than 1/100th. Right now it's the gap between Michael Heath and Connor Trafari. Let's look at
But
Trafari and see what kind of lap he posts this time.
but just keep in mind, like I said, there are still people, some of the very fast guys out there that,
Yep.
I've noticed that are still that have not taken time yet. So there is still plenty of opportunity, as Connor Trafari just went to the top of the board for a second, at least I thought.
Oh,
But there's still some of these fast guys, and Aaron Tribble is just getting ready to start his lap time, so we'll see where he can put himself on the board.
alright, let's take a look at Aaron here. Actually, let's look at, if I can find him. Let's look at Aiden Kirker. Won, I believe, 8 races. Am I correct on that? In the Cup Series
Yep.
last season? 8 races. So had great performances throughout last Cup season.
As we see Aiden
Currently,
driving around turn 3 with this MAV TV number 39 Chevrolet, and he's going to see where he can put himself on this board. Now, the problem I see with this lap time here, and I'm not hating on Aiden Kirker at all or anything, but you need to get as close as you can to that double yellow line. The
right.
shorter distance around this racetrack is what's going to be the determining factor of who gets to the top of the board.
Right now he is, and not
As
a
Connor
great.
Trafari has taken the top spot here with
He
about 15
has.
seconds left. And I think that's how it's going to be. So it looks like Connor Trafari with a 52-37 is going to sit at the top of the board. Michael Heath to his
You're right.
outside with a 52-38. So
I think you are right, and that wraps up qualifying. So let's run through your starting grid here tonight. 1 second. Here we go. Let's look at the starting grid. We have the front row consists of Connor Trafari and Michael Heath. Starting third will be Monty James. Starting fourth will be
Ryan
Ryan
Beckering.
Beckering. Nicholas Hinton will be starting fifth. John Gallagher starting sixth. Brad Green starting seventh. Justin Smith starting eighth. Richard Kirker ninth. And Robert Dudley rounds out the top 10. Wes Weidman will start 11th, and Daryl Arnold starting P12.
All right, and David Collier is going to be in the 13th position. The 14th position belongs to Felipe Panetti. Felipe. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Michael Butler in the 20th is going to start to the inside in 15th place. Chris A. Fritz will start 16th. Mike Campeggio will start 17th in the number 24. Amir Page will start 18th in the number 95. Aaron Tribble to the inside of him in the number 10, starting 19th. Donald Andrews is going to wrap up the top 20.
And Josh Duke will start in 21st. Keelan Belcha starting 22nd. Aiden Kirker starting 23rd. Steve Law starting 24th. Then we have Anthony Gangitano starting 25th. Jacob Elder starting 26th. Eddie Sproul starting 27th. Mason Thompson 28th. Sean Mitchell 29th. Kyle Camper rounds out the top 30. Kyle Durbin starting 31st. Dominic Mulhern starting 32nd. Jason Sanders 33rd. Cole Williams 34th. Sean Dementava, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, starting 35th. Willie Cuddy 36th. And Kenny, Kenny Heath, starting 37th, and that will round out your field tonight.
All right, and it looks like the pace car is pulling off a pit road, so we're gonna get ready for
All
we're
right.
gonna get ready to go green here.
And here comes Michael Heath. Let's look at the race info really quickly. Put that up on your screen. I'll let you guys look at that really quick. Alrighty. You see the weather. Can't speak. Got some partly cloudy weather, 25 degrees Celsius. And you can see the track map, track information there, around on the bottom left. I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up for the race information. So we'll see how this goes. Going to be a very interesting one here tonight. And Dylan, you want to explain how the how everything's going to work here with the duels being tomorrow?
So yeah, as far as I know, as far as I've gotten the memo, as the top two here actually have locked in their position for the full race. So what this does, wherever you finish here, well, actually, I lied about that. Wherever you qualified, whether you qualified in an odd number position, you will be put in duel number 1. All right, so that'll determine where you start in the 250 for these trucks. And if you start with an even number, you'll be put in duel 2, and then you'll race it out to see where you start in the 250 for the trucks. So, as we take the green flag here, the 7 is going to get a great launch off here. But
all right, green flag goes in the air here at Daytona. Monty James with a great start here as they enter turn number 1. You can see the 69 of Nicholas Hinton coming up, looking to take that second position. But Michael Heath going strong on that outside lane here, and he might just take the lead as they come off a 2.
it looks like this outside's getting a great run. I don't know if Michael Heath is going to be able to clear or not. He does, so he jumps down into the inside lane, and he's going to take the lead here.
Entering turn 3 now, the 31 of Ryan Beckering coming up on the outside. He will lead that top lane with the number 50 of John Gallagher right behind him. See this huge field of trucks powering their way off of turn 4, and a lot of these guys are guys that are trying to get into Cup this season.
Right. Well, most of these guys, the people that are in Cup now, have pretty much already locked their positions in. But one thing I can say is I want to give huge credit to Ryan Beckering there on the outside, who's currently trying to take the lead away. I need to give him a lot of props. Me and him were drafting together in a Daytona truck practice, and I'm telling you what, he is very, very good at holding his line and staying where you need to put him and able to push him, to the front like he was pushed there. So, great move by him and able to clear down the lead, and hopefully he can stay up here and be in contention towards the end, as the 50 is giving him a little bit of challenge on the outside.
Yeah, John Gallagher going really strong in that outside lane with help from Justin Smith. As you can see, the 31 still leading the bottom, but really no lane has the advantage right now.
Yep, and one thing I can notice too is that the high lane is actually getting a lot more momentum than I thought it would. I know that there's a lot more trucks out here than what I've been used to racing with, but I thought it was going to be a lot harder for these guys to generate some runs. And as even though they're not getting the runs that the Cup cars would be getting, they're still having a lot of momentum on that outside, more than I thought. So it's good to see that they can actually make some moves.
66 pushing it 3 wide in the middle. An interesting
the 49
move here
follows
this
him.
early on. Now the 66
Robert Dudley
Justin Smith
pushing him, and the 50 is going to cycle out third car on that outside lane.
Yeah, that kind of spread things out just a little bit, but now the 66 of Justin Smith going to lead that top lane. An aggressive move here early on.
That just goes to show you, though, John Gallagher was able to lead that last lap. He now just came across the line in 6th, and that happened in one corner. He lost 6 positions in one corner. So just to show you that anything can happen here at Daytona, you can lose spots quickly, but you can gain them just as quickly as you lose them. So, keep your eye out for the John Gallagher to continue to make his way up and hopefully get himself back up in contention there.
That's right. Let's look a little further back in the field at, if I can find him. Aiden Kirker currently running P16 right now, trying to get some spots on that top lane. Not, I mean, he started 20th, so hadn't done a bad job. Oh man, a little bit of contact there with the 31 of Ryan Beckering and the 60 of Michael Heath.
One thing I do give a lot of props to these guys for is I don't really see a lot of bumping and banging around. I mean, they've really kind of gotten the memo to take it easy here. These first laps, and these guys are keeping it really solid. We've yet to see a caution. Hope that broadcaster's curse doesn't bring that along, but it's been a really, really good racing so far out here, and I hope that they can continue doing that.
Yeah, it really has. So you can see, I'm gonna try to go a little further back in the field again, and hope that nothing up front happens. Let's see here, Mason Thompson. See, he won the qualifying race that we did at Iowa about a week or so ago. He's currently running P24 in that number 14 machine. Just, if I had to guess, he's just trying to run at the back, stay calm, and hope that he's up there and win.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably a lot of the mentality of the guys in the back there. They just want to ride around back there and, hope that if something happens that they can, get through it. But the problem with riding around in the back is that, there's going to have to be a point where you decide that you have to start making a move to the front. And that's probably going to be towards the end of the race. And we all know what happens when you get towards the end of the race. People start getting more aggressive. So even riding around the back is not a bad idea at the start. Keep your truck clean. That doesn't mean that you're going to be safe when you try to start making a move towards the front at the end of the race. So, we'll just have to keep an eye on Mason and see what kind of moves he can make to try to get himself up here in position. But we do have 25 laps, even though we are already 6 laps in and there's only about 20 to go. But, there's still a lot of time for a lot of those guys in the back to make moves, and we'll keep watching.
I'm not sure if you guys on the stream saw that, but Robert Dudley and Ryan Beckering got lucky there as the end of the trial. It looked like Ryan kind of came up the track a little bit, but I think they kind of net coded through each other. So they definitely got lucky there.
Oh, that's for sure. And, you're bound to have that stuff happen here at these super speedway tracks. It's hard to, people may look and just be like, oh, you can just follow the line. As we got a wreck going on in the back, and that's going to bring out the caution. I did not see who got involved there.
See if we can figure out who that was. That was...
It looks like the 4 and the 11.
Oh, Dominic? Was that Dominic Muller?
Steve Law and Dominic Mulhern. The 24 dived to the apron, and the 11 went up to... It looks like he went up to try to dodge. He thought that they were going to wreck, and he ended up getting in the back of back the 11. So, unfortunate event here, but... if I'm not mistaken, I think they do have at least one fast repair, so he's not out of it. Neither of them are out of it yet, and... they still got plenty of time to go up there and try to get that lead away and put themselves in contention to win this race. So.
Okay, so I'm trying to see if I can't find a good replay view, but there's not any that are coming up. Let's see if we can figure out what happened from this angle.
As we got the trucks coming out of pit road, most of the field has actually come down pit road. I don't think one truck even stayed out. I think the whole field came down. So it's very, very busy on pit road here, and we'll see who can come out here in the lead.
I really can't tell you who that was because it's... Oh, I can see somebody checked up back there. Who was that?
Yeah, like I said, I think it was the 24 that checked up, and the 11 thought that they were going to wreck, and he just got into the back of the 4 and ended up turning him around. So that's unfortunate for those guys, but, like I said, I think that there's plenty of opportunity for them to get their trucks picked up and try to get back in the race.
Unfortunately, not letting me look at the 24's view because he just...
He was blinking a little bit.
Yeah, he blinked out once the wreck happened, so I could not find his view. Let's go back live here.
Do you mind if we pull one of the drivers in?
Yeah, let's do a quick interview here.
I'm thinking Ryan. We should get Ryan Beckering in here. He's been up towards the front, and so I'll drag him in here. I'm having trouble moving him.
You want me to try to move him?
Yeah, if you can.
Yeah. Let's get him in here. If I can find him here. There he is.
Oh, I got him. All right, Ryan. It's Dylan in the booth. You got us?
Oh, yeah, I got you, bud.
So we've been seeing you riding up towards the front there those first 7 or 8 laps, and I was just wondering, how is it? What's it like driving up there in the front, and how aggressive are these guys getting?
Oh, man, I mean, right now it hasn't been really too aggressive. I mean, there's been the outside line's been getting strong here and there. But it's been pretty good. It's been pretty fun. It's hard to stay up front in super speedways, trying not to cause any wrecks. So far we're doing pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed that the outside lanes, actually been a lot stronger than I thought it was going to be. Have you been noticing any large runs or anything going on that might, you might be able to keep in mind for the end of the race?
I have been. Like, on the outside, usually they lose it going into the corner, but they haven't been losing it with the inside line with a shorter lane. So I'm not really sure. I mean, maybe going on the outside towards the end of the race is the way to go because they can carry the runs off the corner better than the inside can. So that should give me the edge on the front stretch.
Yeah, Ryan, really
That's for
quick,
sure.
what are your plans for the rest of this race? Because there's, not much time left, so what are your plans? You trying to be aggressive or just chill for a second?
For right now, I just kind of want to chill out, ride in top 5 if I can, top 10. If I have to, I'll drop back and get some of my teammates, and then hopefully we can make a charge to the front at the end if we have to.
Well, we wish you good luck, and I see that you're getting to go green, so we'll put you back in D9 Motorsports, and we wish you the best of luck for the rest of the
Thank you.
All right, thanks, man.
All right.
Alrighty.
So that was Ryan Beckering as they get ready to come take the green here.
Coming back to the green flag here at Daytona. Justin Smith, once again, leading the field. 15 laps to go.
Is Justin
we got
Smith
somebody.
with a great
We got somebody
launch.
in the grass back there. See if I can figure out who that was. That was...
As he tries to figure that out, Justin Smith and actually the 50 of John Gallagher able to clear out into the lead. It's a 2-car breakaway as Ryan Beckering followed suit behind and jumped to the outside to try to make a move.
Seem to be having some connection issues, which I mean is to be expected with a big field like this at a track like this. You're gonna have some blinking issues.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. The trucks are so packed up and everything, and sometimes it's hard for people's internet to process. But it's all right. We can focus back up here to the front as we got the 31 trying to make a move on the outside. We just got done talking, and that's Ryan Beckering. It's 3 wide with Robert Dudley. He's going to get shuffled into the middle. That's not where you want to be on these two speedway tracks.
Yeah, Robert Dudley put it up through the middle there. Now he's going to be leading the outside lane. So see if they can make it work here. Outside seems to be getting lined up pretty well.
Yeah, I actually thought that move that Ryan tried to make was going to be a good one, but it actually let Robert Dudley lead that outside lane. So, I mean, that really worked out in his favor. I thought he might have, that might have been the worst position for him to get shuffled to the back, but no, he was able to take control and get to the outside and hopefully get pushed to the lead here.
Yeah, if they can just get a little bit more grouped together, then they should be able to make it work. But right now, John Gallagher doing a good job pushing. Oh, got a little bit squirrely there. But John Gallagher, is doing a good job at pushing Justin Smith right now. Just 13 laps to go, not a long ways to go here.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I keep looking at John Gallagher and thinking that he might be thinking about pulling out of line to try to jump in that outside lane to try to get it going. But to me, I think it's too early to even make that move, and I think John is, agreeing, thinking the same thing. So he's just kind of try to hang in there and hope that that outside lane stays where it's at, and he can jump up when the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, I don't know. I was saying, the outside is looking strong, which they are, but the inside's just doing a really good job of holding them off right now. But,
Well, the
we'll see
inside's
what they can do.
the inside's a really great place to be. I don't care whether you're in a Cup car or an Xfinity car or
Right.
a truck. The inside's always the preferred place. You're probably the safest down there, and you can sometimes hold off the outside a lot better, because it takes a lot to be able to get a lot of trucks to get enough momentum to get the outside lane to propel forward, and especially if you get a truck on the outside that gets past the leader and then drops to the bottom. I mean, you just lost a little bit of help there. So that's one thing you worry about with that outside lane. But I mean, other than that, it's a great tool to have, especially if you're in the right position to jump in the outside and hopefully make it work to put yourself in position at the end of the race.
I'll tell you what, they're slowly starting to make it work now. Oh, well, man.
Yeah, it seems like the 31 got split up from the 49 a little bit, so that's gonna.
Yeah,
It's definitely not going to help the outside there. It might be more of an advantage to the inside.
I would just like to take a moment and thank you, everybody, for tuning in here. We have 13 people watching the stream. We've already gained a few new subscribers, so thank you guys so much.
And I want to give a shout out to Josh Duke here in the back. He's riding back here, and he's actually back here with one of the guys that got in the wreck. I don't know if this is a strategy to try to hopefully get out of the wrecks, which I would imagine there's going to be another one towards the end of the race, but miracles have happened before, and these Flyby guys are fully capable of, driving this thing to the end. They did it at Talladega, and that was a really aggressive race, and, I can expect that out of them. They're a very talented group of guys, and,
Absolutely. So, go back up to the front here. Again, some guys kind of blinking out a little bit, but just 10 laps remain here at Daytona. Justin Smith still holding the lead on that bottom lane, but now we have Amir Page. No, actually. Okay. Robert Dudley's still leading the top lane, I'm sorry. But
you've actually got a problem here, because the inside lane has actually lost help after that third car, but the outside lane is not as organized as well. Robert Dudley is getting a great push from the 35,
they might
the 35, the 85 of Wes Weidman, and that might be able to clear her almost for the lead.
Yeah,
Wes is giving a great push.
Robert Dudley's going to lead that lap.
Let's see if he can keep it clear. I don't think he can. The inside lane is coming back again.
He was able to get clear for a second, but not enough time to pull down.
See, usually when you've got some of these guys that take the outside, they usually don't like. As Robert Dudley gets turned into the 66 of Justin Smith,
and that's going to
be a big crash. Now, as I was talking about Josh Duke and those guys in the back, I don't know. That's surprising. They're still wrecking.
They're still wrecking up here in turn 3.
Still wrecking.
Caution is out. Oh, let's try to find the 66 here, because that was kind of where this all started.
It was actually the 49. I think he got a bad push from the 85.
Oh, huge crash. There's still carnage there in turn 3. Let's take a look at the replay here.
Yeah, I think the 50 got up into the 85, which turned the 49 into the 66, and it just kind of started from there. And then you got everybody trying to scatter out and miss everything, and and they continued to wreck down the back. So
let's see what happened here. You can see the 66 of Justin Smith getting pushed by the 50. Oh, and the 50, oh yeah, it looks like netcode there. The 49 gets turned down into the 66. 66 comes back up the track hard into the outside wall, and that just nowhere to go for a lot of these guys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else way to put it. I mean, it just looks like the 85 just got the 85. I can't tell if the 85 turned him or if it was a result from the 50 getting up, but the way it looks on my screen, he got turned by the 85 and down into the 66, and that's kind of where it all started. And you've got the 66 comes back across the track, and that's kind of what just causes a lot of the chaos in the back there. You know, a lot of these guys don't have time to check up. But this is what I was talking about with people like Josh Duke in the back. You know, that he just avoided that, was able to save a fast repair, and now, you know, he might be in a great position. He can probably stay out here and, you know, put himself in the lead.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
looking to
know what
see.
feels like.
There's a few more guys wrecked up here in turn 3. Let me see if I can figure out who they were. One of those was the
I think
10.
Aaron Tribble was one of them.
Yeah, he was. Let me
10.
see if I can get to him. Where is he?
As I think most of the field is going to come down pit road again. I don't think they're good on fuel. I think they will be after this, but
Yeah, let me.
it should put them
here
to
it is.
the end.
All right, let's see if we can figure out what happened here in turn 3, because this continued from the exit of 2 to the entrance of 3. So let's go to a different view and go to slow motion here. See what happened with Aaron Tribble. You can see the 93s going through the grass. They're continuing to check up. Aaron has to swerve to avoid the 31. And, oh, he makes contact with him, and they both go around. They had missed
Actually,
the big wreck.
I think it was a little bit of net code, if I'm not mistaken.
They
there.
both had missed the big wreck, but then a few more guys piled in turn 3.
Yep,
Oh,
that's
man.
exactly what happened. It was net code, and you know, and then, like I said, they come back across the track, and that's kind of what you get. You know, you got a barricade almost straight across the track, and
Right.
a lot of these guys know where to go, and it just unfortunate for them, but you know, brings excitement for us in the studio, and as much as we hate to see trucks wrecking, you know, I know that the fans out there do enjoy that type of entertainment, but we'll look back here at the leaders, and looks like Connor Trafari has actually found his way back out to the front of the pack. So
He has.
unless he dives down pit road here, I think he will be our leader to green. The 24 on his outside. So that is the 24 of Mike Campeggio.
I believe so. So we'll see how many laps. It is 1 to green here.
Excuse me, that is Sean Mitchell in the 65, but he has a custom number 24 truck. So
Okay.
it's going to be Connor and Sean Mitchell lining up for the front row in this restart, and then behind them they're going to have Amir Page and Richard Kirker. Shout out to Richard Kirker. I know that you know, him and Aiden have been working really hard together to try to get his dad to, you know, learn the ropes of iRacing a little bit, and I've got to say he's come a long way from the first time I've seen him, and you know, I hope I'm the best here, and I hope I did not give him the broadcaster's curse saying that, but it'd be cool to see Richard Kirker go to victory lane here. So
Well, he's running P4 right now, so I mean, he's got a chance. We're only going to have 5 laps to go here. Connor Trafari is your leader. We'll see what he can do there on the bottom lane.
If I'm not mistaken, Connor started on the pole, and you know, he's looking to try to finish there as well. So we'll see if he can get it done. Sean Mitchell on his outside actually started in the 29th position. So shout out to Sean Mitchell. Excuse me, Harrison Mitchell. Sorry, his name is actually Harrison, but his iRacing name is Sean. So Harrison Mitchell on the outside. Shout out to him from coming from the almost tail end of the field to the front.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
shout out to, like I said, Richard Kirker. Great qualifying effort in 18th. Finds himself, great qualifying effort in 9th. Finds himself sitting in the 4th spot. So as they get ready to come green here.
And yeah, Sean Mitchell's running, you know, 2nd, and he's also running that nice-looking iRacing paint scheme, so maybe that'll give him some luck here. But here we go, pace cars off. 5 laps to go here from Daytona. Will we make it to the white flag, or will we have another caution?
We'll see, as Richard Kirker really is not giving that great of a push at the back of the 65. I know he wants to get up there and try to give a push to that outside line, though, as the outside line really does not have a lot of help after the 4th or 5th car. You know, it looks like they're shuffling all around and scattering, and hopefully they can get it figured out and we can have a good side-by-side race to the finish.
Oh, someone's getting below the apron right there. That is the 69. Oh, he's not lifting here. Oh, and he comes back up the track hard into the wall.
He's going to get turned. Another big wreck.
Huge crash. Oh, that's the big one. Oh, my gosh, somebody's up and over. Who is that?
Aiden Kirker finds his way through it on the bottom.
That is Richard Kirker, who flew into the air. Oh, terrible crash here. We're going to have to go look at the replay.
Yeah, the 69 was just forcing himself below the line. That's Nicholas Hinton in the 69 truck. He's forcing
All right.
himself below the line, trying to get back
Yeah.
up, and there was just not room for him to get back
That's
up.
that was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie on his part. Um, but you see, look at Richard here. Nowhere to go for him. He just keeps
Yeah.
getting slammed, and then Aiden, that was a good wreck avoidance by him. We're gonna have to go
Yep,
look at his
Aiden was on
onboard
the
here in a
bottom.
minute.
He's in a great position to try to avoid that. He just goes below the apron, and
But watch
you
what
know,
happens to Richard here. Aiden
it's
gets through, but
unfortunate.
his dad, oh man, up into the air, into the fence.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Richard. I know that
Yeah.
he was
Ah.
great run by him there to try to get to the front, but unfortunate events, and hopefully he still has the fast repair he can use to try to get
Yeah.
try to get himself back up to the front.
Let's go. Let's look at Aiden's onboard here, cause he did a good job avoiding that wreck. So let's ride along with him and go on the cockpit view in real time, and let's look at how he missed that wreck. See, it happens right in front of him. Oh man, had to go through the grass a little bit, but a great job getting through that mess.
I mean, yeah, he was running in ninth position when that happened. He's going to find himself in second place here
Yeah.
when everything cycles through. So that was a great job avoiding that by Aiden Kirker, and now he's in a great position to try to win this race. So
He is. You know what? I think we ought to get him up here. After something like that, we gotta talk to him.
we'll get him in the
See if
booth
we can
here.
Find him here.
It's an ice storm. I'll bring him up here.
There he is.
All right. Hey, it's Aiden still in the booth. You got us?
I got you, bud.
All right. Well, we're just looking back at your awesome wreck avoidance here, and we're wondering, how'd you get through that?
I just kind of I saw a truck get turned, and then I just threw it to the inside, hoping that the trucks would go back down the track, and then just got out of the gas, held the brake a little bit, and I slid back onto the banking, and I don't know, my life flashed before my eyes. I think I need a new pair of underwear after that. That was pretty intense.
Well, you were running ninth there, and with that wreck, that puts you in second. What do you think you have to do here at the end to try to put yourself in position to win this race?
I'm going to need that 32 truck behind me to really help me out and give me a good push. Hopefully he'll push me to the finish. He'll probably go for the win himself, which, I mean, he's got to do what he's got to do too. But I just need to get a good push from him so I can clear Connor and hopefully control the race for the final 2 laps.
For sure there. Do you have anything to say, Hayes?
Don't think so. I think I got all my questions answered. So
All right.
thanks for
Aiden.
talking to us, Aiden. Good luck in these final 2 laps.
Yep,
All
we
right,
wish you
guys.
the best of luck, and hopefully you can get yourself back up there, and hopefully you can get yourself a win.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one. It's going to be wild here.
It will be.
Thanks, man.
Oh, I'm going to have to put them in the wrong freaking chat.
Alright, that was Aiden Kirker, driver of the number 39 machine. Currently P2. We'll see after a wreck avoidance like that. We'll see if it's enough to get him a win. But Connor Trafari is still the leader. And that inside
Yeah, and
lane
honestly,
is-
I don't remember if Connor even pitted on that last pit stop, so he might be on the apron trying to save fuel there. But one thing I do want to say is I've already given a shout out to him a couple of times, but Josh Duke, I just mentioned about
he's in
10 laps
P3
ago,
now.
him riding around tail end of the field. He wasn't even in the lead pack, and he finds himself in the 4th position pushing Aiden Kirker.
You know what?
Those guys are affiliate teammates on the Cup side, and I hope that they get together here and push each other to a win. That'd be
You know what?
a great day to see.
Yeah, you were saying, they might just be riding around back there trying to wait for a big wreck to happen, and I'd say that wreck was good enough.
Yeah, like I said, Josh finds himself in great position up here to, try to push Aiden to the win, and even try to put himself in position to win. And it'd be cool to know what Josh has been doing this race to conserve himself, and
Oh,
to get himself a win at the end of this I'm sure would mean a lot to him.
I just realized the lights came back on the pace car. So we will not be going green this time. Not sure why.
I think the lights are off now, so I think we're all good. So we will be going green at this time this is going to be a green-white checkered attempt. They have to get back to the white flag. If they get back to the white flag, any flag after that, the race is official, which actually I don't even think on iRacing, yellow flags come out on the last lap. So whatever happens on the last lap, that's going to be, whoever can get back there first is who's going to win it. So, once they reach the white flag, there's no flags until the checkered. So at that point on, it's pretty much a demo derby and see who can get to the front.
That's true. That's how it is on iRacing. No cautions on the last lap, no matter what happens. So, I'm realizing the caution lights were on the pace car for pretty much the entirety of that lap. I just didn't realize until they were exiting turn 4. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Only gonna have 2 laps to go. Shout out to Jared in the chat, our other broadcaster for the channel.
Well, let's just give a rundown here before we go green. We have got Connor Trafari on the front row in the number 9. Aiden Kirker to his outside in the 39. David Collier is going to start 3rd in the 98. And Josh Duke is going to start 4th in the 32. So it's going to be all up to who can get the best restart here and who can try to get that jump to try to clear both lanes and control this race. So we're going to see as the pace car gets ready to pull off here.
Alright, we're going to have our first attempt at a green-white checkered. I believe there are 3 attempts, so we'll see if they can make it back here, or will we have to use the second one? Green flag, back out, 2 laps to go.
And they're neck and neck as they come across the start-finish line. Connor Trafari on the bottom of the racetrack getting a push by the 98, but Josh Duke looks to be giving a great shove to Aiden Kirker, clears him out into the lead.
To the lead.
And they're wrecking behind.
Oh, are they?
A 91 of Kyle Camper gets turned.
Kyle Camper, oh yeah, you can see him back there.
Just wrecking behind there still.
Oh man.
Aiden was able to clear out into the lead. He now has control of this race. Great push by Josh Duke. Unfortunately, a wreck unfolded behind them.
Alright, let's see the replay.
It looks like he was just on the outside and got turned by the 77.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Comes down. 77 slightly came up. He slightly came down, and was it netcode?
Yeah,
no, not really. 77.
No, it looks just to be a little bit of a racing incident. But how about the 24 of Mike Himpegio? Just barely missing that wreck. I mean, his teammate almost. Kyle Camper as his teammate almost got into his rear end. That could have been devastating for Mike, but good job by him of knowing to move up the track a little bit, and he was able to clear that. Unfortunate, Richard Kirker actually gets through. He barely gets clipped in the door, so I think he'll be good to continue on through this race.
See, the 18 comes back down into Kyle, actually clipping the 49, and that's what.
Yep. So that was actually it was about a 2-car incident there. Some other cars got
I'd say about 3.
Collected a little bit,
I'd say that was about a 4-car incident.
Some cars did get collected there, but great. We should go on board with the 49. He actually had a pretty.
My bad. I already went back live.
Well, that's all right. But Robert Dudley did a great job getting through that wreck as well, and he barely got clipped, but was able to save it too. So, good job by him. And
yeah, definitely. So You gotta know that's annoying for the guys at the front. Yeah, they're.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially for Aiden Kirker and Josh Duke there. I mean, they had something going on the outside lane. I thought that almost both of them were going to clear down to the lead. But great job by Aiden Kirker to know when to jump on the start, and I think that was the big thing for him. But all these guys at the front still have a chance, and since we're sitting here waiting for them to come back to the green. Who do you think is going to be in the best position to win this race?
I don't know, man. I mean, Aiden Kirker, he's leading. He's a good plate racer. He's good at blocking. I mean, I think he's got a good chance, but I don't know. I have faith in Josh Duke. especially
Yeah,
after
I
that
mean,
push.
yeah, I mean, it all depends. You have Josh Duke and Aiden Kirker on the bottom lane this time, the preferred lane on the restart. So that one was good for Aiden Kirker because that was his big help trying to get there to the lead. We all did see it. Aiden Kirker did end up abandoning Josh Duke on the high side, though, so I don't know how Josh feels about that. But, hopefully they can get pushed out in the lead. And, I got to give a lot of props to Connor Trafari, too. He's been up there. We haven't really talked about him much, but, I know that he's a tremendous plate racer. This is why he's in the position that he's in. And, I don't doubt one bit that he can't get it done either. So there's plenty of opportunity for a lot of these guys at the front to get up here and score a win. So
Yeah, for
we just
sure.
have to keep our eyes out.
Let's look at Mason Thompson back here running P10. I mean, he could have a shot. I mean, any of the guys in the top 10 still have a chance at this. I mean, you got to realize that. I've seen people go from 12th to the lead because of a big crash on the last lap at these tracks. So it's not over for these guys that are running.
No,
10
I don't
before
think it's
them.
over for anybody. I mean, I've seen wrecks where guys have wrecked the whole front pack and the guy in 17th has won, and
Right.
we did our qualification races here. Me and Aiden actually came from 10th and 11th on the final 2 laps and drove from 10th and 11th to 2nd and 3rd. So it is not impossible, especially for Mason Thompson, because I know that he has the skill in him to maneuver his way through these trucks. But there's a lot of good trucks up there that he's going to have to pass. So it's all about putting yourself in the position at the right time. And as we got lights off on the pace car, we're going to come around to the green here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting here. Let's take a look. I'll tell you what. One guy that I am looking at back here, Richard Kirker. I mean, he's running 13th. Yeah, he flipped earlier. He flew into the fence earlier, but he got a faster pair, and he's running 13th. It's not... I dare say it's not over for him yet.
No, like you just mentioned, I mean, anything can happen on the last lap, and who knows? Richard could be that guy that gets through the wreck. Even if it's not a win, top 5 for Richard would probably be a win in his book. So like I said, anything can happen, and I guess we're gonna have to watch here and find out.
Alright, we'll see how this goes here. Everybody in the chat, strap in. It's going to be a wild ride here. Jesse just said in the chat 1 lap shootout. Is it? I don't think so.
Actually, yeah, it is, because the race is only 35 minutes. So this is a 1 lap shootout
wow.
to the win. So the
Okay.
timer has actually run out. So this is a 1 lap shootout when they take the green here.
Okay, so at the white
And,
flag, it really doesn't matter. 1 lap shootout here.
Yep. So this is actually the white flag flange. So we will see who can come back and lead this lap. This is for it all.
Oh man,
The inside has
Josh
the big
giving
run
a
coming.
huge push to Aiden here. Now he's going to back off and try to get a run. Outside's falling back, but we'll see what Josh
Yeah,
does.
the
Here comes
outside
the
lane is
98
just
to
not
the outside.
organized.
Josh, is he going to move up? No, he's going to
I
stay
don't
with
know.
Aiden. David Collier leaving the outside.
He's
lane.
looking. It's not impossible yet. Josh can still hop up. All it takes is
I
for
don't know.
him
He's
to
going to have
get
to
clear
do
of
it
this
here pretty
inside.
soon. David Collier coming up on the outside. We'll see if the
Watch
outside
for the
has
move off
enough
turn
momentum.
4.
Oh, Aiden's
always
throwing
watch-
some serious blocks here. Oh, they're wrecking further
They're
behind.
wrecking behind.
Oh, huge crash.
It's going to come down to
That's
Josh
gonna
Duke
end
and
the race.
Aiden
Oh,
Kirker
they're-
at the
multiple
line.
cars
They're
flipping.
flipping behind him, but it looks like it's going to be
And
Aiden
it's gonna
Kirker
be Aiden
winning
with the win.
Truck Series Flyby Clash from Daytona.
Josh Duke second, Sean Mitchell third. Wow. They had a huge crash there on the last lap. That was crazy. But
Yeah, you can
Aiden
never,
Kirker with the win.
Congratulations, Aiden Kirker, Josh Duke, and Harrison Mitchell on your top 3 finishes. Man, that was a great ending to
That
that race.
was-
What do you think?
That was insane, man. We know Aiden. He's a good plate racer. He's good at throwing blocks. He did what he had to do, and he brought.
Yeah,
home
I mean,
the
I
Clash
think his
victory.
the best friend there was Josh Duke. I mean, he
Yeah,
he
for
stayed on his bumper the whole time, and now Aiden's gonna go out here and do some celebrations for us, which he's really good at doing.
Yeah, I think he's gotten it down by now.
Oh, for sure. 8 wins last season, the Cup Series. You've had plenty of time to practice.
Yeah, absolutely. But we got to go look back at that wreck. That was insane. So let's go to the replay here, and we'll get that.
Oh, it looks like Cole Williams just got a bad push from Harrison Mitchell.
Alrighty, let's
Turned
take
him
a
up into
look
the
here.
turned him up into the pack.
Let's see. I'm gonna be looking here at the 98 of David Collier. See, he's on the outside. They're kind of being aggressive between Josh and Aiden. You can see David comes down the track, and what happened here? Oh,
Yeah, Harrison Mitchell actually turned the 42. I think it was just a racing incident, just trying to give him a push through the corner and got to the right rear wrong and spun him up into the field. So,
yeah, I'm trying to
unfortunate for them, but
yeah, they gets turned back up the track into David. Oh man, the 9 goes flipping into the air. A lot of guys pile in there. Oh my gosh. The 9 goes
that's
way
sure
up
well.
into the air. So does the 24. Oh my gosh. He launches up into the air. The 95, he kind of just plows right on through and misses most of that, it looks like.
Well, what do you say we get our third place finisher in here? We'll talk to him.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's Aiden's still doing his burnouts. We'll interview the top 3 here momentarily.
All right, Harrison Mitchell, we've got you in the booth. We just want to congratulate you on your third place run. We saw the incident there at the end, but can you talk us through that last lap there? I know that it was a one lap shootout to the end of the race, but what did you have to do to get that third place finish?
Well, I was just trying to push it, Cole, trying to get him up to his friends, and I got into him. 5 got into him, and me, we just hit. But overall, I thought it was really good. It was pretty clean. But yeah, I just thought it was clean. I gotta thank my parents for just helping me with all my iRacing stuff. Without them, I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be having a fun time. So yeah, I'd also like to thank David Collier for helping me out, and Michael Health as well.
For sure.
Well, what are your, now that you've gotten a taste of what it's going to be like here this week throughout Speed Weeks, what are your expectations heading into the Daytona Duels tomorrow?
Well, I can't do them because I probably got school stuff to do, but
Oh.
I'll probably be doing the truck race on Wednesday, but I feel like it'll be probably just a little better in a sense that it's a longer race. We'll be more relaxed and a lot cleaner, which will be really fun.
Right. I mean, you had a 25 lap race. Overall, I mean, the racing was pretty decent, at least on our end. So with that, I know that we have the big truck race come up. What do you expect out of that big truck race, at least in your standpoint?
I mean, for me personally, I feel like I'll do pretty well. Maybe be involved in a wreck here and there, but overall, probably get a top 15, I think.
All right, Harrison. Well, we thank you for your time, and we just want to congratulate you again on your third place finish. So.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
All right, and that was Harrison Mitchell. We'll get our second place finisher, Josh Duke, in here.
Alrighty.
All right, so we got our second place finisher, Josh Duke, in here. Josh, congratulations on your second place finish. What else did you need at the end to try to get by Aiden Kirker to win the race?
Well, I just kind of, when I got through that one wreck, I saw him in front of me, so I was like, I'm just going to push him, do whatever. And then we got that one caution. I was in third and he was in first, so I started behind him. And I just told him that I wasn't going to leave him. I was just going to push him all the way.
Well, that's some great teamwork by you on your side. But, I want to ask that restart that you guys had, how big was that in putting you guys in the right position to win the race?
Well, when we started pulling away on the outside, or when we started pulling away from the outside, then we got, I think P5 was right behind me too, so I had some help to stay with Aiden, and they just never really got a big enough run to get to us.
Right. Well, anything you'd like to say, Hayes?
Yeah, man. Just want to say congrats on your second place finish. And what are your expectations heading into the duels tomorrow?
Um, well, I'm just gonna try to survive, and if I find myself in a position like this again, I'm gonna go as hard as I can to get the win.
All
Well,
right,
that's
man.
for sure, and hopefully you can put yourself in a good position to start up near the front in the big race. But is there anything, anybody you'd like to thank, or anything you want to, thank for helping you get to this point?
Um, well, thanks to you guys for broadcasting this. Um, thanks to, I guess, the whole field for putting on a good race, and my teammates.
All right. Well, with that, congratulations again, and good luck, in the your upcoming races, and we wish you the best.
Thank you.
Thanks,
All
Josh.
right. And that was Josh Duke, your second place finisher, and we'll finally, long waited, we'll get the winner, Aiden Kirker, in here. Aiden, congratulations on the win. What did you do there that really put you in the prime position to win this race?
Well, we just communicated with Josh there on that final restart, final two restarts actually, and Josh is a super good pusher, and he's able to get me out front. And then we noticed that the session was actually running out of time, so on that final restart, we got the white flag right away, and it was just stay in front. And then when they all wrecked, Josh just kind of kept pushing and made sure that we got to the line. And credit to him, like he took away his chance of winning. He was like, okay, I'm going to push you to the win no matter what, and being completely selfless and pushed me to win. So huge thank you to Josh on that one. And
Yeah, with that, I just want to ask, how key was it to have Josh be able to clear the guy in fourth place to get in third to be behind you on that final one lap dash to the finish?
It was the difference between winning and losing right there. Because I mean, I wouldn't rather have anybody else pushing me to a win right there, and having someone behind me going for a win at a super speedway. Because I mean, he is super good at pushing, and he's super selfless. So he'll sit behind you and take second place as long as you get the checkered.
All
All
right,
right,
Aiden.
that's for
Well,
sure.
I'll ask you the same question that I asked Josh and Harrison. Now that you've gotten a taste of how things are going to be here throughout the week, what are your expectations heading into the duels tomorrow?
I think it's going to be a lot calmer tomorrow. I think today we started out pretty good, but then it got a little wild at the end. I think we had a lot of a lot of big crashes. So I don't think you'll see as much as that. I think or as much as we did tonight. I think you see a lot more single file racing and everybody just trying to stay in it till the end and keeping their trucks in one piece. It's still going to get a little chaotic at the end, but I think we'll definitely have a lot more of a calmer race than we did tonight.
All right, Aiden. Well, we just want to congratulate you on your win again. And is there anybody that you wanna thank?
Yeah, I want to thank my team, Ice Storm Racing. This is technically our first race together. I think opening up and winning the Clash is a really good start. Thank everybody in Flyby, all the admins, all the people that come out here and race. Thank you to Mav TV for coming on the truck. Thank you to all my friends and family for coming out here, and whether they're racing with us or just watching on the streams. Thank you guys for that. And yeah, that's about everybody.
All right, Aiden.
All
Well,
right, man.
Congratulations on the win, and hopefully you can have a great season, and we wish the best luck to you.
All right, thanks guys. Have a good one.
All right, thank you, Aiden. All right, now let's run through the race results here from the Clash at Daytona. Let's get them pulled up on the screen. Here we go. So you can see Aiden Kirker takes the win. Josh Duke finishes second. Sean Mitchell third. Anthony Gangitano comes home with a top 5. Same for Amir Page, two guys who we didn't really talk about much throughout the race. They both come home with top 5s. Chris Fritz brings it home P6. David Collier P7. Felipe Puente P8. Kyle Camper P9. And Cole Williams rounds out the top 10. Um, Actually, I think it's a little bit messed up here with the
Yeah, I think
graphic.
I can't tell if Felipe actually got a. I think he might have had a penalty of some sort at the end of the race because
Yeah,
he
that
is
might
actually
have.
the end of the lead lap. So,
Yeah, that
um,
might have been the
you know,
issue.
or that, or he was involved in that wreck. But he
Yeah.
actually came home at P12. So Kyle Camper is finishing P8. Cole Williams P9. Jacob Elder is P10. So that rounds up your top 10. Michael Heath is 11th. Felipe, like we just talked about, comes home 12th. Connor Trafari 13th. Steve Law comes home 14th. John Gallagher comes home 15th. Mason Thompson, who we talked there about the end, comes home 16th. Richard Kirker, we gave him a lot of props. Unfortunately, comes home 17th. Mike Campeggio comes home 18th. Eddie Spurrill coming home in 19th. And Michael Butler rounds out the top 20.
Ryan Beckering brings it home P21. Robert Dudley 22nd. Keelan Belsha 23rd. Jason Sanders 24th. Kenny Heath P25. Dominic Mulhern brings it home 26th. Wes Weidman 27th. And Nicholas Hinton in 28th. Then we have Daryl Arnold. Oh no, sorry, Donald Andrews in 29th. Daryl Arnold finishes 30th. Justin Smith brings it home 31st. Disappointing for him. We saw him up at the front throughout a lot of the race. Monty James finishes 32nd. Shane DeMontova, brings it home 33rd. Brad Green 34th. Kyle Durbin 35th. Aaron Tribble 37th. And Willie Cuddy, I believe, will round out the field here tonight.
All right, and I think that's going to round everything up for us. I just want to give a final thought to Timmy Reed. We hope you can get better, and same for Dom. We heard about your medical problem, and we hope that you can have great fortune in your future. And we're thinking about you, and same for you, Timmy. So we wish the best for you guys, and with that, I think that's going to wrap up the broadcast.
Alright, thank you everybody for tuning in. I also want to point out the fact that we got 6 new subscribers, 7 actually, during the stream. We got up to, I believe, 17 viewers, so thank you everybody so much. That is awesome for considering the fact that we're just starting out with this thing. So thank you everybody for your support. And with that, that's going to wrap everything up here. Stay tuned for tomorrow. We have the Truck Series Duels. 2 45-lap races. Those are going to be pretty interesting to watch. And then I believe, is it Wednesday that we have the Daytona 250 for trucks?
Yes, but I don't think we are broadcasting that. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah,
Right.
I think I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Alright, well, thank you everybody for tuning in. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with every league race that we broadcast. And hope you folks have a great rest of your night, and we will see you